And as promised, the maestro is in the house, the musical conductor, the musical director, and the conductor for the Traverse Symphony Orchestra, Kevin Rhodes.
Good morning, Ron. How you doing?
Good morning, sir. Traveling with your faithful companion, the director of the Traverse Symphony Orchestra, Mr. Ed Downing.
Good morning, Ron.
Once featured on the Paul Harvey Show.
Once featured on the Paul Harvey Show.
That's right.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
I have that clip somewhere in the archives here. But these gentlemen are here to tell us Sunday is the next big concert for the Traverse Symphony Orchestra.
That is absolutely right, and we've just been listening to part of it.
Yes, what is this that we are listening to?
This is The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and this piece, after it was made famous in the concert hall, when it was written, then it was made really famous in the great old Disney film Fantasia.
That's where
Mickey with the brooms and the hat and the sorcerer, and he brings the broom to life and the water and all the things, and it's not supposed to happen that way. This is The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Who is the composer?
He is a Frenchman, was a Frenchman, I mean he's kind of dead now, but Paul Dukas.
Paul Dukas.
Looks like Dukas.
Did he have any other hits?
You know, he was kind of a one-hit wonder, you know? He was kind of a one-hit wonder, as we'd say. He has some lovely other music, but no, he actually didn't live very long. So he didn't have the chance to give us too many hits. Yeah.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. So that is the lead piece then. That is the Traverse Symphony Orchestra this Sunday.
This Sunday, 3 o'clock, Corson Auditorium.
Beautiful Corson Auditorium at the Interlochen Center for the Arts. I assume there are tickets left if
There are a few tickets left, and you can get those by calling the box office or our office at 947-7120 or online at traversesymphony.org.
You have the new website, that's right,
We do.
traversesymphony.org.
Right.
Check that out for the complete schedule, but the next concert is Sunday. Fantastique is the name of the program.
Yeah, that's kind of a fun little play on the French word fantastique, which really doesn't kind of mean fantastic, but okay, fine. But fantastic in the sense of fantastical, meaning something otherworldly, something to do with magic. And this Symphonie Fantastique of Berlioz is such an incredible piece because it tells this fantastic story of a lovesick artist who, you know, things have gone pretty bad with his girl, with his beloved, and so he tries to kill himself. Takes a lot of poison.
How? Oh, poison. Okay.
Poison,
Yeah.
but he only ends up sending himself into a coma where he has all of these fantastical dreams about his beloved, and he can't get away from her. She's driving him crazy. He goes to a ball, and there she is. He goes out to the countryside, and there she is. And eventually he dreams that he kills her, is sent to the gallows, head chopped off. And of course, she's there, cutting his head off. He gets sent to hell, where he's burned alive by a coven of witches, and all of the witches are who?
His
beloved. Exactly.
Sounds like a Michael Douglas movie.
Yeah. It's sort of Fatal Attraction meets you know, give me a good drug film, because it's one of the first instances of a how should I say it, of a real heavy duty drug trip.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's what it is.
Not that I would know, but
that's right. Exactly. Right.
So that's Symphonie Fantastique.
Exactly.
By
Berlioz. Hector Berlioz.
Frenchman. So and then the Dance of Death is going to be the other piece that you do.
Yes, indeed, by Liszt. And this is now there is in the old Catholic masses, there was for a funeral mass, there was a certain Gregorian chant that they sang. People who maybe heard some big oratorios or big requiems maybe know this phrase, the Dies Irae. That's the Day of Judgment.
Okay.
Yeah, this kind of thing. And I don't think that's the actual correct Latin translation, but
close enough.
Close enough. Yeah.
Crowd here, yes.
Right. And so this melody is actually really kind of spooky. This ding dun ding dun ding dun dun, dun. Yeah, yeah, see it on your face.
Well,
you recognize it, yes?
No, well, yes, but now in music, I know little about music, but so what gives it that scary sound? Are those like minor chords, or is there some
They
kind of
absolutely are. It's using minor intervals, and it's in a mode, and it just sounds spooky. And this Dance of Death, this Totentanz, is a big big work for piano, mostly piano, very little orchestra in it, but mostly piano, sort of like a theme and variations, well, not even sort of, it is, a theme and variations based upon this theme, and it's really cool.
So it will be performed by the TSO, mostly with a pianist?
Right, yeah, we have a piano soloist.
Phineas Laris is coming in. In fact, I should say coming back, because he's was an Interlaken favorite. He came and performed with the World Youth Symphony Orchestra shortly after being a Van Cliburn competition winner. And then he came back some years later and did some chamber music for us. He's currently at Michigan State as the artist in residence, so doesn't have far to travel, but it'll be wonderful to have him back. It's a very virtuosic piece.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh
So
yes.
Is that a solo, the whole piece then?
Well, yeah, like I say, it's solo with the TSO playing backup.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
we play backup.
Backup, all right.
Yeah. So, and this Dies Irae, this thing I was telling you about, this also comes in the last movement of the Symphonie Fantastique as well, because of course he's gone to hell, he's dead, etc., etc. It's the way these things work.
So it's a little bit of a theme here.
It is, and you know, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're pretty close to Halloween.
I was going to say, heading into Halloween.
And you know, that might be the inspiration. That might be the inspiration for these magic, spooky death kind of things. I'm not sure.
Very nice.
You know, I thought about playing this concert at Easter, but Ed said, you know, I just think it'd be better in October for some reason. So fine, okay, so we do it in October.
Sunday the 24th, 3 o'clock at Corson Auditorium, Interlaken. Tickets are available at 947-7120. You can order them right over the phone.
Yes, you can.
And you can go to the website or traversesymphony.org.
Right.
New website, traversesymphony.org.
And Ron, I would tell our audience that even though the concert starts at 3, Kevin and I are going to be on stage with a little pre-concert conversation for a half hour or so, and folks are going to want to get there and hear more of what they've just enjoyed.
I was curious because Ed's background, what was your title at Interlaken?
I was president.
Presidente, yeah. And you did a lot of conducting.
I did, yes.
But and you what do you play? What instruments?
Clarinet. Clarinet and saxophone.
Okay. Woodwinds. And you probably play everything. I mean,
No, I'm a pianist.
Pianist, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just kind of curious about that.
Good.
So these two gentlemen will be up on stage. You can learn a little bit more about the composers, about the pieces. About
Right. Yeah, you know, people always say, oh, I'd love to come. Oh, that sounds like so much fun, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, well.
And so if you want to, first of all, you don't have to know anything to come.
Now, you don't have to know.
You absolutely do not have to know anything. You don't have to know Dies Irae. You don't have to know Catholic Masses, all the rest of that stuff. But if you want to learn some more, 2 o'clock, hour beforehand, we'll be giving you the lowdown.
Get there at 2, and 3 pieces here: The Sorcerer's Apprentice, The Dance of Death, Symphonie Fantastique. Now, on radio, we'd be done in 12 minutes with, pop songs, but,
Well, you know, it is true that what we do involves, how should I say, it demands a somewhat longer attention span than a 3-minute song. This is true. So
these will be, what's the length of a concert like this?
Oh, around 2 hours.
Right.
Around 2 hours.
Beautiful live music with the acclaimed Traverse Symphony Orchestra.
80 people playing live just for you.
There's nothing like it, really. And it is really nice to get a little background on what's happening up there so you can anticipate what to look for.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, The Sorcerer's Apprentice by Dukas.
Yes.
The Dance of Death by Liszt.
Yes.
And the Symphonie Fantastique by Berlioz. How do you say that?
Berlioz.
Berlioz.
You do say the Z.
Berlioz. Barely. Okay, gentlemen, thank you. What else is coming up as far after this now?
Oh, well, we hit the next holiday season.
Yes.
Right after a couple weeks after Thanksgiving with our Holiday Pops program, which I'm very excited. I've managed to work my schedule this year so that I'm going to be here in Traverse City doing the Holiday Pops program, and we're going to be in the lovely downtown Traverse City Opera House.
Beautiful.
And we're going to be having, let me think, how many soloists? We've got Ollie, we've got Jane, we've got another Jane, we've got 2 Janes, one with a Y and one without. We've got Isaac and we've got Jeff. So we have 5 soloists who are going to be, you remember a few years ago, maybe some listeners remember, we did a big opera gala. And so this is kind of like that sort of a vibe, but with the holiday season, and certainly not everything is going to be operatic by a long shot. You know, we'll have your Ave Marias, your O Holy Nights, your O Silent Nights, your 'Twas the Nights Before Christmas. It's all kind of a night kind of a thing.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Exactly. And I don't know. We're in. It's maybe I shouldn't say anything right now, but we are in secret negotiations with those singing cats.
Okay.
Meow, 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 meow. You know those guys, right? We think we might be able to get them to Traverse City. I'm not sure though. They don't come cheap.
That concert is?
When is that concert, Ed?
11th and
12th.
11th and 12th of December.
Okay.
Saturday night and Sunday afternoon.
Always a hot ticket.
It is a hot ticket. Folks should respond today to both this Sunday and for that weekend, and not be disappointed. They're really special concerts.
We are blessed to have the talent level we do with the maestro.
We are indeed. We are indeed.
Ed Downing running the show and the members of the symphony. So take advantage of that in your own backyard. 947-7120. Order tickets today for Sunday, 3 o'clock, or on the web, traversesymphony.org.
Yes.
All right.
All your information.
Or if you forget that, Google Traverse Symphony Orchestra. You'll get there just the same. Google it.
Google it. All right. The maestro, Kevin Rhodes, thank you for being in today, sir.
Hey, thanks for having us, Ron.
Ed Downing, thank you, sir.
Always a pleasure, Ron.
All right. And people can look for parts of this interview, perhaps, on the website.
Yes.
A video version, perhaps.
On our Facebook.
On Facebook. Wow.
So you can see what Ron
we aren't up to date.
Right, you can see what Ron and Ed and I look like while we're talking.
Oh, the back of Ron.
Yeah, the back. Thank you.
Ron wanted to know if he should put on makeup.
Yeah.
Well, and I see he just went ahead and did.
Yeah,
even without,
that blush has to be accounted for somewhere.
Fine. Well, at least today he has an excuse, right?
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Oh.
All right, traversesymphony.org. It's 9:45. Radiography.